Hello, this is Zaheen, the resilience expert, and what I want to do today is talk to you about 3 ways we sabotage ourselves. The first way is that we complain about change. Now, why do we complain about change? And I think change can be scary, especially when we don't know what lies on the other side of change. So there's that unknown happening. And then the second reason I think we fear or we complain about change is because we doubt our capability of handling that change. So if we doubt ourselves, then we don't do anything about it. But you don't realize that complaining is a negative vibe. And do you know why we complain? We complain because we imagine that there's something better out there somewhere, waiting for us. So complaining makes us feel better. But it's negative and you get a negative vibe going out there. And when you put out a negative vibe and a negative thought about complaining about something, then you'll get negative results. So to share an example with you, recently I was diagnosed with cancer in my right breast. And I was told by the surgeon, she said, well, for the next 4 to 6 months, you'll be faced with disruption. And that disruption is going to cause a lot of things. Well, true enough, I wasn't happy with what she was saying. I didn't like the disruption, right? I couldn't take on any more, work for what I do. I had to turn down inquiries and I got really upset and I started complaining. And then I realized, hold on, what am I doing? And so I stopped complaining and I started to take control of what I had control over. And I started to think about all the things that I've always wanted to do, like create an online course, do some research, write a book, and things like that. So I took control. So whenever you find yourself complaining, stop and ask, what do I have control here? Or what can I control at the moment in my life that will make me feel better? And that's what I did. The second way we sabotage ourselves is that we keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And Einstein actually said that that's insanity, if you keep doing things over and over again, expecting a different result. So let me ask you this. If you are saying that you go from paycheck to paycheck and you don't have any cash flow coming in, then could you stop going to the drive-thru and having coffee every day from a place and spending $2? That ends up being almost $60 a month. Or could you stop drinking every weekend and buying alcohol and maybe make that a little less so that you can save some money and have some money at the end of the month? You see, we keep doing the same things over and over again, thinking it'll work out, but it never does. You have to take control over that. If you want to lose weight, having a breakfast in a sandwich every morning, again, isn't going to help you lose weight. But what if you could get up maybe 15 minutes early and have a nice breakfast at home? So those are the kinds of things you need to do to start changing the way you look at things and do things so you can have a different result. The question to ask here is, what can I do differently that will give me a positive outcome? Again, what can I do differently to give me a positive outcome? And the third thing that we do to sabotage ourselves is believing that there's no way out. I was in that situation between 2009 and 2012 when we had a lot of debt and I felt there was no way out because where am I going to get this money from? And I remembered speaking to my mentor about it and he said, Zaheen, there's always a way. What is the way? And after I spoke with him, I was driving and I just remember saying this over and over again. There is always a way. What is the way? There's always a way. What is the way? And I found the answer. And we worked with the bank and the debt was paid off. So I've given you 3 ways that we self-sabotage, but I've also given you 3 ways to stop and rethink about it differently so you can find a solution. Now, I'm going to put a link to the blog that I also wrote about this. This way you can go there and just look at the blog and any other blogs that I have. So there you go. If you like what I have to say, put it in the comment section, or if you want to share anything about how you used to self-sabotage but then you stopped, so that you can share your story with others. All right, until next time, bye now.